I'm finna tell y'all some reasons on why the logo that was released for the Super Bowl 61 proves that the Vikings will win Sup the Super Bowl 61. Yeah, they're gonna win. First, and really, while I'm looking right now, I'm on Chat GPT. I had questions myself because I looked at the logo last year and just like a lot of people at the time when it first released, I was saying Packers and all these other teams. They ended up being Seahawks and Patriots. And then I ended up seeing a TikTok video someone saying, "Oh, because the actually has a Seahawks and Patriot color." I do not believe that was the reason. One, when I look back at it, and when I've looked back at it, I see how it actually makes sense for the Seahawks for the win, and the logo proves it by the fact that it was those colors that was in that logo last year was tropical colors. All the colors was a vibrant color, and you can tell what tropical is. I just use Chat GPT like a dictionary or like to prove that I'm right. Chat GPT could be telling me bullshit. Man, I may not be wrong, but it kind of it makes sense to me because look at all the colors that was in the one that was last year, and I got it over now with like what ChatGPT came up when it like when I posted. I said, "What are the many symbolic meanings that can be represented by the colors in this photo?" And it's the Super Bowl 61: magenta, hot pink, bright cyan blue, purple, red, orange, yellow, green, white. It says silver, black, and silver, gray, black, but that's because of the trophy that's on there. And dark navy blue. Those colors are they're bright magenta. Cyan blue is specifically bright blue. Orange, yellow, red. Yeah, and it got purple, green, and dark blue inside their black eyes. So it's like you would say rainbow, but the colors to me look pretty tropical. And then how I looked over what tropical colors are, but I deleted that passage out of my chat GPT, and the colors was like similar as like what you expect tropical colors to be, really bright colors. And the Seahawks is a Seahawk is a tropical birds, and you know Seahawks team. So like I kind of connected those dots. It could be me just trying to grasp on to the concept to the concept of me actually being correct about something when more than likely it's a good chance I'm wrong, I'm dumb, and none of this shit, all this conspiracy thing is just fugazi. I'm gonna go with conspiracy theory. I'll be that. But when it comes to this year, I'm gonna do multiple teams on what it could be. I don't know if I'm gonna say what team I got yet. I'm quite sure I said in the last video, but anyway, looking at the colors that's actually on here, that's actually on the Super Bowl 61: deep navy blue, light blue, turquoise, green, yellow, or gold, orange, red. Then you got white, silver, black just because of the trophy. But the colors you're focusing on is deep navy blue, light blue, turquoise, green, yellow, orange, red. Now, what would those colors represent? When you first look at it, you first looking at this color logo theory thing. You go try to match up the colors that's like in it. See, I was seeing folks saying, I was looking at it, folks saying Dolphins, Jaguars, 49ers, and I want to say something like that. The 49ers and the Dolphins, how they have released this other logo, and how coincidentally that's showing us how old last year on the 60, and it's like the folks in the front, and then now they got it set that got the Dolphins and the 49ers set directly how they had shown us of what the conspiracy of what the poster or how Sam Darnold and what's the other guy that made it? Drake May was in the front. They put the Dolphins and the 49ers in the front and gave it or not just in the front, but also in the position of what's the distance they are away from each other from the way it was also promoted on to us. But Yeah, they released that, and 49ers and Dolphins having that color of the logo. When you look at it, it's like it's orange teal. Like, and the folks on TikTok kind of just posting it. I it made me think that I'm right. The fact that everybody putting that, I think usually if everybody is saying something, more than likely that's the wrong answer. Um, but not looking at that. Look at what the colors may mean. Then first off, look at the logo. The logo shows a body, a water, a wave, and a sunset. Folks saying, oh, okay, it's a wave, so that's because it's going to be in Los Angeles and all these places that have sunsets. They have oceans in Texas for Dallas, which I don't. Oh my, is America out there? I thought Mexico was right outside of them, but Florida, all these places, not that simple. I don't what actually goes on the ocean. Like, okay, you got the ocean. What team is named Ocean though? Ain't no team named North Pacific. There's no South Atlantic team inside of the NFL. So you gotta think what would match up with it. What would match up with the concept of being on a wave in the water and a sunset in the background. What what shows up on the water? Also take in with the video that showed that ESPN or NFL, whoever it was that released the first video, had the logos the logo coming upon the beach, coming upon the shore. What does that? A Viking or a pirate, which is where Buccaneers, because Buccaneers is a pirate. Raiders also have the flag. I'm gonna cancel the Raiders out. They ain't winning. Buccaneers, I was thinking could be maybe Buccaneers, and then also seen somebody say it because the colors, they kind of got the colors that match on there. But again, it doesn't matter that the jersey, the colors have the same logo inside there. It's about what the colors may actually mean, and with the concept I'm going. And also, folks saying also, oh, it could be dolphins because they swim inside the. Look at the placement of the logo and how it is, and it's there. Dolphins is also seems to be like when it pushed out through social media, and what seems to be given by the higher opinion, the more opinion on this. Real talk, just messed up. Trying to thought. But it's the Dolphins. It's the Dolphins. Yeah, it's the Dolphins. That's what people. That's what's been like pushed. Even though that seems like an obviously wrong answer, it's like you know. So that's too put. So I'm not. I'm not saying them. But then it's like, what other? Ain't it like another like? Ain't it another team that okay? Uh, see all NFL teams because let's just go into that like how like when it comes to team Dolphins. They got the Dolphins. They have the say what else? What is don't nothing else go in the ocean. There's no other team that's got like an ocean. In that same sense, because of the sunset, Cardinals and Eagles and Ravens. I don't know what Ravens fly over the ocean, but I'm saying birds that might be over the ocean. I think Eagles would be over the ocean. Seahawks would be over the ocean. They'd be up in the water and shit. Cardinals, maybe, I don't know. I could look it up. I'm not looked it up. Yeah, no, this ain't about them. This is about the Vikings. This video right here is about the Vikings. I'm getting to the other teams, the other ones. This is just about the Vikings. So fuck all that. Fuck getting into all that. I'm going off and I'm trying to prove why it ain't that. I don't think it's those. If I just give this what I think. I just go back to the colors is in it. All right, let's go to the meaning of them. What is the color teal? Teal is blue and green. That is a blue and green put together, which is you just look into the logo. It's teal, and but it's because it's a wave. You can say, oh, that's a ocean, so ocean blue. So yeah, but what teal means? Ocean, freedom, calmness, movement, renewal. These are synonyms for well. This is yeah. This is what the color represents. Yeah, that's what the color represents. Ocean, freedom, calmness, movement, renewal, and adventure. Um, I'm focusing more on. I focus on ocean. Yeah, orange sunset, red passion, gold victory, dark navy blue. Oh yeah, you got the colors in there. That's I don't think I need to look at that part. What the colors, what those exact colors mean. Okay, what colors represent the Vikings in world history, not the NFL team? It's another thing I asked ChatGPT. You know what I'm saying? I had to find out. They're called Norsemen, and what a Viking is. Red, blue, yellow, gold. Got black, white, but looking for logo, and green. Look at certain colors, and then it's like the colors together: red, blue, gold, black, white, green. This is for what a Viking is, a Norseman. They can symbolize warrior strength, seafaring, inspiration. Exploration is the word because like again the logo is showing the wave and the sunset. Exploration, exploring the the ocean. Oh yeah, and seafaring. That's another thing. Exploring the ocean, seafaring is what a Viking is. Now, and what the colors in the logo? Teal, that's blue and green. The Viking has blue and green. Orange, orange can be made by red and yellow or red and gold. The Viking, what a Viking, colors that would symbolize that symbolize what a Viking is blue and green, which is teal when put together. Red and gold, which is orange when put together. Red, they both have red. The Viking and what the logo has gold. It has gold in it. Of course, the Viking has white. Same thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then dark blue. Not dark blue. How exactly is dark blue? It's like they would add black to it. It has black in it too for with a Viking, like a color for a Viking. But blue, that's the other color that Vikings have. So what this tells me is that the colors in the logo, the meaning of them, the meaning of the colors in the logo represent what a Viking is, and that's why they have it in with the ocean, like to show the ocean. Now they could be purposeful. Well, it's all purposeful, but at least that's how I interpret it. Now it's a good chance I'm the crazy guy. I take that chance, man. Take that risk. It is what it is. But the colors, yeah, they just it adds up on why it would be Vikings from the colors matching up to what a Viking is, to what a Viking represents, to the meaning of them. Like, hold on. All right, because now go back to the meaning of these colors. In terms of the logo, the teal, ocean, freedom, calmness, movement. Ocean, the same, you know what I'm saying, Viking. Orange, sunset, energy, enthusiasm. Sunset, you know what I'm saying, orange. Yeah, the sunset. Vikings, of course, get a sunset, but they're not. That's not. They don't represent what a Viking is. Courage. Orange represents one of the words for orange is courage. Vikings courage. Passion, intensity, strength. Viking, they're strong. Gold, victory, achievement, excellence, and points of a championship. That's because they got the little flag. I got the logo there. You could say victory, but dark blue, depth, strength. Viking is about strength. And then it gave me another layer. It said what the overall symbolism could mean in terms of the combinations of teal, orange, red, and white. And this is pertaining to the Super Bowl ring, the Super Bowl logo. Ocean means freedom and shows freedom and adventure. The sunset shows transition and new beginnings. Kyler Murray transitioned to his new team on a 1-year contract. New beginnings. I understand it's like there's just one player. It's like you would have to pertain to like every team. Like there's a lot of teams that got new players, and it all depends on how they're finna utilize how this person is being utilized. And how that point that person is to the narrative. You can tell I'm making this shit up as I go, huh? And I'm learning as I'm talking, nigga. I'm say teaching, I ain't teach shit, nigga. I'm talking this shit, may or may not work. Orange, red. The orange and the red in the logo shows energy, passion, competition. Energy and passion. That is, a Viking has energy, nigga, passion. Nigga. White, gold, victory and achievement. Now, hold on. Let me go back to what a Viking. For red, strength. Blue, the sea. Yellow, wealth. Sunlight, prosperity. Green, nature, forest, scanning the sky. Where to go with the blue? You know. But yeah, the similarities match up in terms of me believing that they do that. They do that type business, man. It be they already know who won, and sports betting is a way of it being a game or being able to recognize the game and the entertainment that's in it. And I personally, in my crazy mind, believe that these folks more than likely tap into some kind of spirit, energy, some shit, whatever. You know, again, may not be it. It's a good chance I'm wrong, nigga. I don't act like I ain't. But if I'm right, I'm right. Now I'm gonna do this with other teams. This could end up proving me just on this first jump with the Vikings being, fugazi, because probably with all these other teams, it's probably be with the Cardinals. It probably matches up with the Cardinals, man. It's a bird, ocean. It's gonna be over the waves. Freedom. It flies. It may not be like that. But what else? What else do I want to look at? I think might be of importance. The overall, and you take what you want. Take what you take from this. Okay, well I give. What I'm summarize this on if you would to get you to agree with why the Vikings will win the Super Bowl 61. The logo is a wave and a sunset. Think about the horizon. It's most like looking off into a ocean or a large body of water. And because it's a large body of water, as a seeing the sunset. Okay, what am I doing? Proving why the Vikings should win. Why would be the Vikings? Because I believe it's representing the Viking coming upon the sea, coming upon shore. Yeah, that might be bullcrap, but hey, when February come around, see if I'm right.